And down here at the 6 o'clock position on Metropolis, we have our red Protoss player hailing from the team Prime. He is their champion, Creator, a guy who's turning out to be a pretty darn good pick. A lot of people say, you know, why not Marine King? And Marine King is arguably the best player in the world right now, but Creator has certainly shown that he is up for the challenge. And his opponent over at the 3 o'clock position, I would say the undisputed ace of Enisosa, former GSL Codes champion, it is Enisosa Jjakji.
Yeah, and after that first game, Creator Prime has got to be a little bit shaken up. He's like, oh man, I have no idea what to expect from this guy. It could be anything. So, what will it be from Jjakji this time? That's the question. And I want to point out something that Jjakji is doing right now here. Check it out. Back at Jjakji's face.
Back at Jjakji's face.
There you go. All right. Or did you introduce Creator Prime yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right. So he's building the supply depot here, but one thing you might notice is that a lot of Protoss or Terran players will build their supply depot at the ramp, their first one, and then they'll build their other building somewhere else. Now the reason you do that is so you can see when the probe comes in. Because if you build your supply depot, your first one behind the mineral line, yeah, it's safer, but you have no idea really when the probe comes in. It could be sneaking in, it could be putting pylons and cannons everywhere. So it's always good, you know, even if you're not walling off, I think, to put at least one supply depot at your ramp at the start of the game.
Yes, and I know that that's a possibility because I do it to people.
There you go, yeah, see?
There's no feeling more satisfying than hiding a pylon that your opponent has no idea that it's there.
Yep, I bet.
All right, well, here we have a refinery coming up for Jjakji on pretty normal time, so he's not going to bypass this and go for a 1-Rex gasless FE, anything along those lines. He is going ahead and adding in gas now. What's it going to be used for? Is it going to be a 2-Rex build? Is it going to be something else altogether? We'll find out in a bit. Creator, though, Nexus first.
Wow.
That is very bold against a player like Jjakji.
This is why I really like Creator Prime. He is never afraid. He's like, oh, I died doing all-in last game. I think I'll go Nexus first on this map. So Creator Prime showing that he's not afraid.
No, he is not, evidently. Yep. And very soon Jjakji is going to have saved up for a factory if he so desires. And Creator, well, we'll see what path he goes down in a second. Everything pretty predictable after that Nexus went down.
Yeah. So what's he going to follow it up with, though? How fast is he going to put down a robo if he's going to do that? And a factory right away from Jjakji, too. So looks like we might have a little bit of a longer one-base play from him. It's a good place to put a Starmore port next to build some Banshees, in my opinion.
Yes, it is.
Yep. So what is Creator Prime going to have to defend against? And there's second gas right away.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Jjakji, you know, lately he has been so all-in-ish in his TVP. And, you know, not in a bad way. This is just the way he's been choosing to play. Yeah, he knows. Jjakji gets it, man. He gets how greedy these GSL players have been playing, and he's starting to punish it.
You know, there are a lot of players that you can see out there. I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but you notice players that get by on mechanics and repetition and building things up. Then there's a lot of players that strike you as very intelligent players, and Jjakji is one of those. To me, that's he has very good control. He has very good mechanics. He can play long macro games, but he perfectly knows how to take advantage of when people are playing so greedy. And Protoss players right now are playing very greedy.
You know what this reminds me a lot of? It reminds me of Pult versus MC about a year ago.
Yes.
GSL. MC was, you know, winning everything. He was like, just put Nexuses all over the place. It doesn't matter. I don't need units. And Pult showed up and he was like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to 3-racks, man. I'm just going to, like, win all the games against you because you're playing too greedy. And
it worked.
Jjakji appears to starting to be doing that in a lot of his games as well in a different way. Not going with bio, but instead going with these powerful 1/1/1s.
Now, Jjakji's sitting on 2 gas, and he's not put an add-on on the factory quite yet. It is going to be a medevac, so he's going to do a drop, and then I guess double add-on in a second, move into like Banshees and tanks afterwards or something along those lines?
Maybe, we'll see. A lot of times if you do this, you go with 3 Hellions with the drop, just because the 3rd Hellion tends to pop out right when the medevac does. So we'll see if he decides to go with something like that. He could also decide to pressure a little bit from the front with Marines, but I think it's much more likely, like you said, that we're going to just see a Hellion drop here.
And there we go. There's Tech Lab number 1. And we'll see if we get Tech Lab number 2 in a second. There it is. Okay, so yeah, he's going from a Hellion drop, which you can pull off on 1 gas and may cause Creator to think, oh, okay, all right, you're doing this, but you're sitting on 1 gas right now. We may see an expansion when, in reality, Jjakji adding on a 2nd barracks, and he's going to go all in off 1 base again.
Creator Prime, as you can see, a little bit suspicious here. He's got a Stalker already lined up. but these Hellions, if they get past, could potentially do a little bit more damage.
And looks like that's just what they're going to do. Is already Creator pulling a few of his probes away, and he had a couple of units up in the front, but already the Marines were holding that away.
Creator Prime. Man. And he's going to get away. The medevac, it does escape. Look at that. How many probes did he kill? He killed 6, but he only lost 1 Hellion, and he did a good amount of damage to the other probes, too. He was so close to killing many probes, too. So Creator Prime, to a certain extent, got a little bit lucky. He did a good job defending that with a few Stalkers.
Creator a little flustered. He didn't turn both his gateways into warp gates initially, and we can see that this is turning into a... oh, sorry, hit the wrong thing there. I actually don't know which one that is.
What is that? That is a worker / I think that's Control A.
Is that Control A? Boom. Okay, thank you very much.
I know my observer tools.
Well done. Well done. But anyway, no, and as we can see, Jjakji moving into Tank Banshee afterwards. What has Creator seen, though? Nothing. Oh my god, he's not gotten in there with that observer yet.
Yeah, well, he knows there's a factory, he knows there's a starport, so it would stand to reason that there will be a 1-1-1 coming, even if it did start out a little bit weird, and here it comes right now. How many SCVs are getting pulled with this?
Well, let's see. None so far.
Yet.
I imagine we'll see some in a bit.
Yeah, he's a bit oversaturated, and that's kind of one of the things you do, is you just kind of pull some of the extra ones here, and the observer's like,
this again. You're doing this again.
All right. Well, can Creator Prime defend it? You know, I mean, that's the thing is, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on
Still shame on
me.
you for a little bit.
No. Then it changes.
It's not how it goes?
Yep. He Nexus firsted, man.
Yes.
He went Nexus first.
Yeah.
Against Terran.
Yes, he did.
On a map that's actually not that big. He's got a good amount of defense here. He's fairly well prepared. He does manage to pick up that observer too. That's nice. But yeah, Creator Prime, he's going to have 3 Immortals about by the time this gets there. The third one is going to be popping up fairly soon.
Yeah, here's the problem for Jjakji. He's only getting siege mode now, and that's what's delaying his push. But by the time he actually gets up there, Creator is going to have produced off of 4 warp gates and a robotics facility for a really long time. There's actually a possibility that Creator forcing an engagement through this tiny little choke point with Immortals up here could do some damage.
I'm actually a little bit surprised Creator Prime isn't deciding to push even though he doesn't have siege mode. You see so many of these pushes actually come without siege mode that it's not really bizarre that he forgot it, but it does certainly look like he's waiting for it. Oh, okay, yeah, there's the SCVs coming off the line. How many did he leave at home? I just want to see.
Well, he's got 16 there, so he's got 15 back at home.
Okay, there we go. So, still a good amount of mining going on.
All right.
Turns around, waiting for the SCVs to get up there.
Yes, he is.
He's down on supply to Creator just a little bit. There are 3 Immortals in the mix, too, with this.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Creator Prime, he's walking out. He's like, we will go out and meet them.
Wow, this is impressive. This is a lot of units for this stage in the game. All right, well, Jjakji's going to have to watch out. This Immortal on the high ground could do a little bit of damage from afar. And, no, he's going to get driven away right now. Actually, has lost his heart and shields already. The Banshee's going to pick it up.
Man.
There it goes.
Oh, some of the tanks sieged up as well. Rough start for Creator Prime there, but he still has a decent position here with everything.
1 point defense drone already ready. Another one going to be done in just a few seconds as well. He's going to need it here in just a second. Where's point defense drone? There it is. Absorbing some of the Stalker shots right away. There are so many Zealots with this, though. The Marines have to start backing up a little bit, and it looks like Creator starting to force this back. I think he's going to be able to break through the siege tank line. Yeah, just 1 tank remaining.
He holds quite impressively. Had to use some of his probes to do it, but was not bad overall. 2 Immortals survive, and yeah, Creator Prime can just continue to push this if he wants to, and that would be an absolutely great decision to make here. Not a lot of defense at home for Jjakji right now. He didn't plan on needing to defend. Oh, and it looks like he's going to lose the medevac as well. 1 tank there. Creator Prime can easily run up the ramp and take that down. But he's going
it's Creator.
Because he's Creator Prime, Well, you know, to be fair, he is very far ahead right now. He did have to use some of his probes, but look, he still has 30, see? Yeah. So he's just fine.
This is, guys, we're playing against a person who in, PvP loves to play the long macro game. Double Forge, Robotics Bay, 3 bases, huge army, move out after that.
It really was the probes, too, that made the difference to a certain extent. You see so many players just try to do it without probes. I mean, if all their SCVs are there, man, use some of your workers, too, because even if you lose those workers, if they lose all the ones they brought along, you'll still be ahead, so It's perfectly fine. These 3 Banshees, though, could potentially do a little bit of damage, but not against those Stalkers.
Yeah, Creator already picked up on it with the Observer, so he is moving into position.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh, there's one Banshee gone. A Banshee for a Stalker, I'll make that trade any day.
Yeah, if you're the Protoss player.
Yes. Yes, very true. That's what I meant. I apologize. I probably worded that the wrong way. But, all right, let's see. Is this round 2? No, just units. No SCVs quite yet. So, Jjakji not pulling anything off of the line right now, but he's down by 50 supply. Creator looking pretty good.
Yep, hanging out by the Meg statue.
Yes.
Megsk is ready to play catch. He's like, throw it here.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Or else he just threw a Frisbee up in the air and he's waiting for the wolf statues to go fetch it.
I hope so. Well, the Banshees are trying to come out one more time, but immediately driven away. They only do shield damage to the pylon. That's not all he wants to get done. Hate to tell him.
Yeah. And I love this. Creator Prime always has multiple observers out on the map, but having 2 of them in the same place may not be the best thing ever. He doesn't... Oh, man. Oh, no. Creator Prime, are you going to lose both your observers? That would be unfortunate.
Oh, God, I hope not. I hope
Wow,
he sends one. Oh, look at this.
They're trapped.
That's so cute, Jjakji. All right.
All right. If he flies at the bottom, maybe. Maybe he has a chance. I don't know. How do you get both your observers trapped like that?
I don't know.
Oh, Creator Prime.
All right, well, let's see here now as down by 60 supply. It's Jjakji, Creator Prime, thinking about going to another base here in a bit. Probably will take down the destructible debris at some point once he knows that this army is sitting... Oh, nope, he sees that it's going to start making its way out.
Here he goes.
So.
Oh, he doesn't see it because he's had to hide his observers on that high ground, so he may not realize this push is coming right away.
God, that's so many Immortals,
Yeah,
though.
he's got 6 Immortals out there, man. I mean, he should be okay with this. He's got Zealots as well. And here we go, Jjakji pulling up.
Yeah, he is.
Good position here.
Got a couple of tanks sitting at the back. That's a fair number of Banshees. That is one thing that he has going for him. There's 1 point defense drone. The Raven out of energy for now, so that's going to be... Oh, wow, he actually had 2, so both point defense drones going down. But there's so many Stalkers left over. It doesn't matter. There's a GG.